All right, half a day and good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We proudly present resolution number 39-36 COR, introduced by myself, Clynton E. Ridgell, Tina Rose Muña Barnes, Sabina E. Flores Perez, Joe S. Agustin, Jose Pedo T. Terlaje, Mary Camacho Torres, V. and
Yeah.
all right, welcome and good morning, everyone. Let's try this again. Please excuse me for the technical difficulties. Thank you for joining us today. We are here to present resolution number 39-36 COR, introduced by myself, Clynton E. Ridgell, Tina Rose Muña Barnes, Sabina E. Flores Perez, Joe S. San Agustin, Jose Pedo T. Terlaje, Mary Camacho Torres, V. Anthony Ada, Frank Blas Jr., Joanne Brown, Christopher M. Duenas, James C. Moylan, Talina Cruz Nelson, Amanda L. Shelton, Tello T. Taitagui, and Therese M. Terlaje. This is relative to recognizing Mr. Robert Patrick Sablan Palomo for his selfless service to the humanities of Guam and for inspiring generations of Guamanians to pursue musical greatness, and commemorating him for his illustrious musical career as a prominent CHamoru jazz pianist and recording artist. Be it resolved by the Committee on Rules of Eminente na Lesta Turn Guahan that whereas Mr. Robert Patrick Sablan Palomo, better known as Patrick Palomo, is a well-renowned and beloved icon of Chamorro musical talent whose decades of performances have earned him the respect and admiration of Guam's community. And Patrick Palomo is the son of Ana Sablan Palomo and renowned musician Joaquin Ding Palomo, and his brother and sisters are Joseph Sablan Palomo, Dorothy Lamati, Mary Ann Sablan Palomo, and Sheila Sablan Palomo. And Patrick Palomo is a disciple of the Guam Academy of Music and Arts, who has also studied under other exceptional musicians of Guam, such as Vic Perez, Roland Franquez, and Patty Lane. And Patrick Palomo attributes his musical influences and inspiration to notable musicians that include Norbert Tydinko, Monty Platavega, Louis Gombar, and Roberto Fracassini, as well as the many Italian bands who performed at the hotels on Guam during the early 1970s. And Patrick Palomo's career on Guam groups such as the Casuals, Never Mind the Name, and Fried Bananas. And he has played alongside other well-known Guam artists such as Jesse Bias and Joe Uncle Tote Cunningham, and many artists throughout the United States. And Patrick Palomo's vast body of work includes his notable studio projects with musical recordings such as PD Village, Alupang Sunset, Conversations and Monologues, Evolutions, Hinengi, and Kulot Minahaling, in addition to producing albums with Linda Guerrero, the St. Francis Children's Choir, Ike Charfras, and various other musical artists. And Patrick Palomo has graciously served as the jazz scholar for Humanities Guahan and his jazz projects. And he continues to influence many young students while serving as a beloved music teacher at Mount Carmel Catholic School. And Patrick Palomo is highly esteemed among his peers as a source of love and encouragement, demonstrating his profound sense of humility and value for humanity through his gift of music, and influencing his students and fans with spiritual positivity. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Committee on Rules of Eminente na Lesta Turn Guahan does hereby, on behalf of Lesta Turn Guahan and the people of Guam, recognize Mr. Robert Patrick Sablan Palomo for his selfless service to the humanities of Guam and for inspiring generations of Guamanians to pursue musical greatness, and commemorate him for his illustrious musical career as a prominent Chamorro jazz pianist and recording artist. And be it further resolved that the Speaker and the Chairperson of the Committee on Rules certify and the Legislative Secretary attest to the adoption hereof, and the copies of the same be thereafter transmitted to Mr. Robert Patrick Sablan Palomo and to the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Imagahagan Guahan, duly and regularly adopted by the Committee on Rules of Eminente na Lesta Turn Guahan on the 16th day of March of 2021. And with that, Mr. Palomo, we'd like to congratulate you and let you know that many of your friends and family here are thinking of you, and wanted to recognize you on this day, which we know is also your birthday, which is also St. Patrick's Day. So actually, Cosendo reached out to me and asked me if we could name this day in your name. And I wasn't quite sure if we could legally do that, but it is already kind of named in your names as it is St. Patrick's Day. So I wasn't sure if I could name it St. Patrick Palomo's Day, but the least we could do was offer a resolution for you to recognize you on your birthday today for your many, many achievements and all that you've done for the community of Guam in total. A lot of people think it's just the music community. No, the music community affects the entire community on Guam and brings so much positivity and light into everyone's lives. And with that, I'd also like to allow the opportunity for my fellow colleagues to say a few words. So let me see who's logged on here. I see on the screen right next to me is actually, sorry, I'm just gonna go with who I see right next to me on the way the screen looks. And Senator Tello Taitigui is right next to me on the screen. So I'm gonna go to you first, Senator Taitigui.
Thank you, Senator Patrick. You know, I said earlier, my heart, everything is with you right now. I want to thank you, and yes, God bless you for everything you've done for our island and the generations. You know, the inspiration you've given to the next generation. I've had so much. I wish I could give some crazy stories right now, but I'm so emotional right now. I want to hug you and just let you know that we are all here and really, really grateful for everything you've done for our island, especially in the music scene, and seeing all the other my fellow musicians out there being here today to make a tribute toward you is just amazing. I'm sure there would be a whole lot more on this video chat, a whole lot more than you're seeing today, to thank you for all you're doing. So again, God bless you. I'm sending you prayers and positive energy and looking forward to you coming home soon. Love you, Patrick.
Thank you, Tello.
Thank you, Senator Taitigui. The next senator I see on the screen is Senator Pedo Terlaje. Senator Terlaje, you have anything you'd like to say?
Patrick Jesus Masi, sina benti tuntungu lo memparentisit I Palomo. Zahagasa, guahu za nifimilaku inin brasaho, ni biladumu za yayu paguna sinat, beinayo dangkulu na Jesus Masi, za pedia ta continua imenalik sisom Jesus Masi Patrick. Thank you very much, Senator.
Jesus Masi, Senator.
Thank you, Senator Terlaje. Senator Amanda Shelton.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair, and happy birthday, Uncle Pat. I'm honored to be here and to celebrate with you and to see that you're doing well. I think growing up, I never knew that you were so famous. I just knew you as, you know, my uncle who was always at the house and, you know, sharing meals together and playing at all the parties. And I thought you were just our, you know, our special personal musician in the house, but I didn't know everyone knew that you were so talented and so famous all around the island until you know, I started to see you when I got a little older and going out, and just how loved you are and what a special treasure you are to our island. And you know, not just a talented musician, but such a selfless man. And my fondest memories of you, Uncle Pat, we're seeing you come to the house late at night, and you'd have dinner with us. And then even after your gigs, being so tired and worn from the day and all your work, you'd still come and massage grandma for hours and share your gift of healing and that other special talent you have as a very, very a strong masseuse that everyone loves from you, and the many years you did that for grandma and all of our family, taking care of us that way. You know, that's very special to us. And so I wanted to say thank you and happy birthday, and of course to Jesus Masi for sharing your talent of music and your love for the island. You just have so much passion for everything that you do. When we talk about food, about music, about swimming, about culture, everything you do with so much love and passion, and we can all look to you for inspiration in all that we do too. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Amanda. You just said it all, Amanda. My favorite memory is watching you and Austin see who's going to compete to sit in the front seat of the car when I have to drop you guys at school, or pick you up for your Auntie Liz. But who always ends up in the front is Nathan, remember?
Yeah, never us. But, you know, I just have to say my very first memory of Uncle Pat, I'll never forget this, and I'm sure all of you have seen it too. that I was always amazed when he'd show up to any meal or any party, and he always had this little bag of hot peppers in his pocket or hot peppers somewhere, and he'd be munching on them like they were crackers. And I never saw anyone do that in my life but him, and just enjoying that memory, something to share with you all.
Thank you, Senator Shelton.
Thank you.
Senator Jim Moylan.
Thank you, Patrick. You obviously have brought joy to many people's lives in everything that you've done, and they are so blessed by that. I hope I'm sure God will continue to bless you for your good deeds and to nurture you back to health. And so you can have a wonderful, happy birthday and get back home to be where you're at and with all the people that love you so dearly. So happy birthday, Patrick. God bless you.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Senator Moylan. Senator Sabina Perez.
Hi, buenas, Patrick. I'm just honored to be here to wish you a happy birthday. And I wish you much healing and love and just everything the universe has for you. And I'm just happy to be amongst many of you here today to commemorate your birthday and to really give you that, the gratitude, the deep gratitude that we all feel for what you've given to our community in all the performances that you provided and in all your appearances. So, Zeus Masi.
All right, thank you very much, Senator Perez. Actually, I'd like to allow if anyone else present has a few words they'd like to say. If you could type it into the chat, I could see if you're interested in saying something, and then I can recognize you to say a few words. I do understand that Senator Mary Torres does send her regrets that she wasn't able to attend today. She had a previous engagement, another appointment this morning that prevented her from attending. Luis Muña, sorry, Luis.
It's okay. Thank you very much for recognizing me, Senator
former
Ridgell.
colleague. Please go
I miss
ahead.
you all.
We miss you as well. Please go ahead.
I just wanted to say a few words when I found out that we were doing that the legislature was doing a presentation for Pat. I had to make myself available to at least acknowledge him and on behalf of all the musicians and even in my capacity, what I'm doing now, I offer, my open arms to him and for whatever he needs. I'm glad I was able to contribute a little bit to your fundraiser. And if you need anything else, please reach out to me. My mom sends her love. She loves you. And I'm sure my dad is your guiding spirit right now because you've told me many stories about my dad. And so, stay strong and come back home because we miss you. And I just want to finally say, Ridgell and Viva Cumpleaños, Pat. We love you.
Thank you, Luis.
Thank you. And I see that Mr. Michael Phillips has raised his hand and he would like to say something. Mr. Phillips, you're recognized.
Thank you, Senator. Viva Cumpleaños, Patrick. I will go way back and all the musical stuff we could talk about forever, but I'm going to stick to Mount Carmel, okay, real quick. I first asked Patrick because he was always volunteering and he was in many Mount Carmel programs. Would he consider teaching? And he gave me a look like, I can play, but I would consult maybe Mike with some of the advanced students, but I don't know what I would do with beginners. And so years went by. This was like 10 or 14 years ago. He kept getting involved. Then he began coaching our Phoenix Stage Band, which were, some of the older students and the advanced students. And slowly but surely became a full-time music instructor. And his favorite kids are the kids that range between 3 years old and maybe 12. Although, of course, he's there for everybody. But, oh, my God, at night when we meet, sometimes we jam. All Pat talks about are his kids. I'm looking at the man that looked at me like he wouldn't know what to do. And he's an absolute natural. He's a favorite. He's effective. And he's changed lives forever. And we owe you an amazing debt, Mr. Pat, as you are known as. And we can never repay it. But you have all our prayers. And we're waiting for you to come home, brother.
Thank you. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips. Would anyone else like to say a few words? If
Mr. Chair, at this time, I'd like to, with all the musicians there and all the great singers that are on this chat, can we sing Happy Birthday to Pat right now?
Yes, that's the perfect, great idea, Senator Chadwick.
So everybody, unmute
Please
yourself.
unmute and let's sing Happy Birthday.
Okay.
Let's pick a key.
Okay, Santino. What key, Santino, are we going to use, Santino? Give me your key.
Happy birthday, right there.
Oh.
Okay.
Lower.
Okay, here we go. Happy birthday. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patrick. Happy birthday to you. May the dear Lord bless you. May the dear Lord bless you. May the dear Lord bless you. Happy birthday to you.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Love you.
Everybody.
All right, that was a very interesting musical experiment there, doing it online. It kind of gave a delay with different, there was a delay with different people. So anyway.
That's what we call jazz.
Right on. Happy birthday, Patrick. And
Happy birthday,
God bless
Pat.
you and your family. And with that, I think that's a great way to wrap up today's resolution presentation. So I'd like to thank you and God bless you and happy birthday to you, Patrick.
Thank you so much. I just wish I could acknowledge everybody. I was looking out there from the students to everyone, but it's going to be hard. I just wanted to say thank you so much. I'm overwhelmed and I'm trying my best to do this thing and hopefully get healed completely so that I could come back and do more for our island.
Well, you've already done so much and we appreciate you. Thank you very much. This will conclude our presentation of resolution number 39-36 COR relative to recognizing Mr. Robert Patrick Sablan Palomo for his selfless service to the humanities of Guam. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us today. This will conclude today's resolution presentation. Thank you.
Bye, Pat.